What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So as you could probably tell by the title already, today's video is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to be talking about the general complaints that have been going around, just like I addressed in my video on the first day of its release. And second of all, I feel like it's time to give my honest, brutal, in some sense, opinion on how I feel about the game, minusing all the problems that of course we are all complaining about. But let me just dive straight into that subject, because again, like I said, on the day of its release was the first time loads and loads of people were complaining about it, and that's when I felt I would go ahead and address the topic. And I did say myself that I had a lot of faith in Avalanche Studios, and that sure, it's not exactly the greatest of launches, and yes, there are a ton of bugs, but they will more than likely go ahead and release a patch for it. But I have to say that as a big fan of, the Just Cause series in this sense, with everything going on, I seriously am disappointed, and to some extent I really wished the game would have been delayed. And if it was delayed, of course, things like this wouldn't really be a situation. It's crazy because you're seeing people go ahead and get refunds for the game, just flat out not even touching it, and go back to Just Cause 3 until Avalanche Studios go ahead and fix the game. So it's pretty crazy. But what is really annoying to some extent is the fact that Avalanche Studios or anyone else on that side hasn't actually publicly, acknowledged this. And it's interesting though, because in the mythical lands of Reddit, someone who does go by the name of Critics actually said, "Got a response, but I'll believe it when I see it." And I've not personally emailed Square Enix, and I don't know if you guys have actually done that as well. But of course, as you guys can see, the subject is Just Cause 4. What the heck? It's so blurry, please fix. Again, the motion blur stuff on console I hear is very, very bad. I've not played it on console myself, but they replied, "Thank you for contacting Square Enix support. We apologize for the trouble and inconvenience you have been experiencing. There have been reported issues similar to this concern, and we are glad to inform you there should be a new patch incoming later this month that resolves the issue. Please be sure to be connected online as the patch/update will begin by itself once it's available. Of course, if you run into any other questions, etc., go ahead and contact them or go to the Just Cause forums." Now, recently, in the last, I literally mean today, last couple of hours ago, there was this thing going around about a Just Cause 4 patch 1.01. Now, I don't know the exact website that this came on, but apparently it was 2.3 gigabytes on PlayStation 4, and they listed all the details that you guys could see on screen. Now, we had map update, including the display of locked items, a reward preview for taking over regions and reworking symbols. New Game Plus option has been added. The control of boats has been optimized. Underwater visualizations have been improved. And just to touch up on that, there was a tree growing underwater, which someone pointed out on Reddit. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I couldn't find it, otherwise I was going to show you in the video, but I thought it was kind of funny. Besides that, additional tips for the interface, visual effects on explosions, sparks, rain, burns have been improved. Vehicle destruction now has more stupid things, various optimizations across the game, but vehicle destruction now has more stupid things. Hey, if you are one of those people that fell for that, yes, if you can't tell already, it wasn't actually an official announcement. I could be completely wrong, okay, because this isn't coming from the official people themselves. They went ahead and supposedly typed this out, but I don't know, at this stage there is nothing at all that is confirming anything about a patch. And again, it's a little bit annoying because you're like, Avalanche Studios or someone at Square Enix, can you go ahead and, maybe acknowledge this? Sure, they've got their special message on email saying there's going to be a new patch later this month. Now, that is crazy. That is seriously crazy. This needs to be a top one, I don't know, priority. Again, I really don't want to go down that line of being I'm a person moaning purely about the game and I'm a fan of the series, etc., etc. I just kind of want to be completely honest about it, because they're great guys over at Square Enix and behind Avalanche Studios, no doubt, but this definitely isn't really the intentions they had when releasing the game worldwide. It literally is just a mess as it stands, and it's not even about the graphics. And something really, I don't want to point this out, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It's really stupid, okay? But someone posted this picture on Reddit, which was of train tracks, and I mean the picture kind of explains itself. It's not the only person that came across an issue like this, so you could easily say like it's a bug again, but loads of people again find the same issue with this, and it really does suck, which is leading to the refunds for the game. But again, I'm trying not to go down that path of purely hating on the game, because besides the bugs in the game and my game consistently crashing, it really is a ton of fun. It seriously looks amazing, because I don't really care about the graphics side of things right now, okay? It's just the general bugs in the game. But in terms of visuals and everything about the game running smooth when it decides to, it really is a great game, and I do have a ton of fun with it. But so many small issues like this are really annoying, and I'll give you guys a situation. Right, I was flying around the blimp, and then I turned the camera back around, and the icon for the blimp was there because I was trying to destroy the airship, but the blimp itself wasn't there. It literally just despawned, and I wasn't even far at all. I mean, seriously, not far at all. It was just crazy. It was like probably the distance that you saw on the train track to like that tunnel. It was not far at all, but it was despawned, and of course when you go there, it kind of popped back up, and you're like, well, hey, you know, you're back again. But besides that, going on to my brutally honest opinion on the game, it's really a ton of fun. I mean, I've been playing the story, because now you're kind of obliged to play the story in order to unlock new things in the game, which, to be completely honest, I'm not really a big fan of. It kind of gets irritating. I mean, if you want to go ahead and unlock the cargo plane, it more or less is the last thing you do unlock in the game. I really miss garages being back in Just Cause 3, where you can just drive your vehicle that you find there, and it's instantly in your Rebel drop. That would have been a ton of fun, because of course you can do other things and you make your life easier, more or less. So in that sense, it's a little bit annoying that you're obliged to do certain things to unlock things, like when it comes down to the gear mods, etc, etc. But if you put all that to the side, the general story and chaos in the game is just insane. I have to give a hats off to Avalanche Studios in regards to that. It is just absolutely mental in that sense. And if it can run smooth, and if they really go ahead and publicly acknowledge this to let people know, hey, we realize it's a complete shambles as it stands, but we're going to go ahead and do whatever we can to fix it, I'm sure a lot of people will be okay with that. I think where people are getting annoyed and literally getting their game refunded is purely off the fact that they feel Avalanche Studios or anyone behind the game hasn't actually acknowledged this, and we're all kind of just in the dark on whether or not they're going to go ahead and fix it. Because again, going back to Just Cause 3, I know there was a crazy problem with the frame rate on that game, and people were complaining about that, and then unfortunately that wasn't fixed for people. I mean, there was never, as far as I'm aware, an update for that. So in that sense, I can 100% understand why people are getting annoyed about it, but the position we're in right now, all they need to do is just put out some kind of public acknowledgement to say, like I said, we understand the problems that are going on, we truly do apologize, and we are working our very best to go ahead and get this resolved in an update coming very soon. Like, you don't even need to give a date on when you're going to be releasing the update, just some kind of acknowledgement that you realize things are not so great is pretty much what everyone wants right now. But guys, that's gonna wrap up this video here, so leave your thoughts on that in the comment section below. If you have any problems, what problems are you having exactly, and what console are you on, let me know in the comment section below. One thing I forgot to mention is a very interesting thing that was posted on Reddit by a guy who goes by the name G1 Force, and it's basically how to track Just Cause 4's development. Now, if you go to the Steam thing, and this is PC related, but it's still very interesting for across all consoles, because the last one says branches/public, and he says this is the one you should pay attention to the most. If an update gets pushed to this branch, it automatically means the devs have officially released a patch for the game. Restart your Steam to prompt the download. While this only reveals the progress they're making on the PC version of the game, it should also give you a good indicator of when to expect stuff to be released for other versions of Just Cause 4 too. So that is a very interesting thing that you guys should go ahead and follow. below. But like I said, that's going to wrap up the video here, so subscribe for more awesome content, and I will see you in the next one. As always, if you missed the previous ones, you can find them on screen right now, or of course just go in and see the cool challenges that we went ahead and done. But until the next video, guys, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.